The tragic death of Maddie, Madeline Soto, who was completely and utterly failed by her mother, Jen Sodto. Jen handed her daughter over to this predator and gave him all access to her at the ripe age of 7.
What we're talking about today, we're going to have call-ins because I think it just may be a supposition, and it definitely makes people feel better inside when they start thinking about what's going to happen to Stephan and who's going to do what, and is he going to be someone's bitch, and is he begging, is he getting extorted? I know it makes people feel good to think about that. Remember, vigilante justice. As a matter of fact, I got to tell you guys something. When a part of the conversation I did have with Stephan Sterns was most of it was trying to find out what's going on up here, how he feels about Maddie, how he felt about Maddie. I talked to him about the note. All right. I talked to him about that love note that they found in his Bible. And he said, yeah, I did that love note. I love her. I had to give him my life for her. So now I'm waiting for the next set of messages from him. And I'm waiting for him to come with the new, his new contact information. And I told him, I asked him how he sees himself if he was to be a character. That gives you a lot of insight. And he asked me the same thing. He said, what character or what villain do you identify with most? And I told him, and this was the last conversation that we had, I literally told him, I identify with Dexter. And if you guys know about the Dexter, yes, he did. He told me all about the love letter. He didn't deny it or any of that. Right now, his picture's up because we're talking about Stephan Sterns today, but he's the monster that took her life. So I wanted to put that up there so you know his head was shaved. He was processed. That's him. And this is what we're talking about. He's part of this case with Jen Sodto. So may Madeline Soto get the complete justice she deserves. Right now, we don't feel like it because we don't know exactly what happened. He took a plea deal for everything, and now he's going away forever. And we don't have to hear anything. We don't have to hear anything about him unless he wants to talk. So that being said, that's the deal. And we're going to try to keep up on that. Yeah, we talked about the leash in the Madeline Soto case, the leashes in the poodle ambulance, the leash. We want to find out, was that the leash that took Maddie's life, and was that what Jen was telling us? So we're going to go over that next week, but today I'm not talking about that. Today I'm talking about Stephan Sterns begging for help and protection and what's really going on in the case. And then we're going to go over some Jumpsuit Pablo, his buddy, that talks about it also, because they know about prison justice in Florida way more than I do. I have not been, thankfully, in trouble with any law or any of that. So I don't know. When I talk about that kind of stuff, I'm just guessing, or it's just information that I learned from somebody else, right? Because I don't want to know about that. No, thank you. What about exactly? What about the 35,000 victims and it wasn't 35,000 victims. It was 35,000 photos with other children as victims. And I got to tell you, Jay, the Italian cookie, there's more that's going to come out. I've been watching real closely, in Florida and the different trafficking and racketeering and pedos in Florida. There's a lot going on there that is not just Stephan Sterns, but were they involved with Stephan Sterns? Did they contribute to part of those pictures? All right. So how many other victims are there? We're going to keep up on this. Now, even though this case is technically, we're not going to be reporting on it every day because I want to bring other victims to your attention and for the families to have a voice. We will keep covering this as more things come out. I also have, I don't know if there's a guy named Uber Fubar that wants to do some analysis for us on this channel. Now, let me tell you, he literally helped RCMP in Canada, the Canadian police. He helped them to analyze the Daniel and Malaya. All right. So I want to talk to him about analyzing Stephan Sterns. I'd also like to talk about what did he say about Daniel and Malaya. Now, that's a different case, but yes, you do, my friend. Get back into the green. Yeah, by the way, you guys, help support the channel. If you can help by hitting that like button, it's free. If you have a membership and you already have one, if you want to gift memberships to those, please do. That's everything that will support the channel to keep it going. So thank you. I did my my spiel. How you guys doing? Good to see you. And yeah, we need to. I absolutely have always believed that Jen either had a huge role or did it herself. And I've always said Stephan and Jen have a pact. There's a reason why Stephan's not throwing Jen under the bus. And there's a reason why Stephan pled no contest to the capital M charge. All right. There's a reason. There's a reason for everything. No coincidences in true crime. So hit the like button. We have almost 200 people in chat and only 81 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get up there so we can keep this going, do some call-ins, etc. All right. And then say a prayer that Maddie gets the justice she deserves by number one, Jen Sodto being arrested, and number two, Stephan Sterns being put in a place where he's not going to be so happy, and we're not going to hear all of the my anime and my origami, all that. Maybe we're going to hear what jumpsuits and P&O are saying. I don't know, but I just don't think we're there yet, and I'm going to talk about that. All right, so all suppositions until we hear further. So let's get into actually what the latest news is about Stephan, actual news, and then we'll go from there. What's up, One Love? Good to see you, my friend. And Michelle says some people get mad at the prosecutors for not charging. Do you think they may know more than you? Well, they absolutely know more than me, that's for sure. I'm sure they'd like to, but believe them when they say they don't have the right evidence. Okay, now I've never heard them say they don't have the right evidence for Jen Sodto. I've never heard them say that, and I've never heard law enforcement say, guess what? Do not mention Jen Sodto. She is in the clear. We've cleared her every which way. There's no evidence in the case against Jen Sodto. I've never heard that. And if anybody in chat has ever heard them say they've cleared Jen Sodto, please let me know and I'll stop talking about her being involved. If she's cleared, then she's cleared. Then we'll just speculate on what a terrible mom she is. All right. So I've never heard that ever. All right. And a lot of people are angry that Jen's free. And that's why we're going to talk about it tonight. We'll talk about it a little bit, but hashtag arrest Jen Sodto. But next week, we're going to really give Jen another look. All right. And again, if you guys hear something that I don't know and the police said they cleared her, please reach out to me, guiltyofcrimebyj@gmail.com. All right. Hello from New Mexico, the Orange Table. How you doing, my friend? She needs to be locked up. I agree. Is she going to be locked up or is she just a terrible mother? Is it okay? Is it against the law to be a terrible mother? Yes, it is. All right. So just Josie, good to see you, my friend. Hashtag arrest Jen Sodto. All right, let's see what really is in the news. And then I'll tell you what Deb said about Stephan. Did he move? Where is he? What's happening? Is she going to go see him? I know I can probably get an interview with him after he's all settled in. Am I going to go to Florida? Maybe at some point, but you know what? I'll definitely give him an interview if I can. Now, I don't think we have to speculate how much of a bad mother. She's already proven that. Well, we're not speculating that she's a bad mother. In my opinion, she is a bad mother and we've seen it. So yeah, that's past speculation. When I speculate, I'm speculating that hashtag arrest Jen Sodto, that she may be arrested at some point. That's speculating. Now, Jen Sodto being a bad mother, she tells on herself with the statements she makes, not me. All right. So what's up, Nat? Thank you so much, Nat, for the One Guilty of Crime membership. It all helps. And we're at the beginning of the month. So luckily we have all month long. So thank you. All right, guys, let's see actually let's just take a look at the news real quick. So we can see when the last thing that came out, what really is going on. Is Stephan already there and getting punked? Is he being extorted right now? Are we hoping that's what happens, or is that actually happening right now? I'm not sure. All right, Jen, travel safe. All right, no, they didn't say she was innocent, but they said it was Stephan only. I'm sure they feel she knows more, and she is a horrible mother. But I got to tell you, Michelle, thank you for letting me know that. Police, law enforcement, whatever, whoever's looking at this case does have to say that she is in the clear and there's no criminal charges. And for me to stop speculating. So, and that happens quite a bit, guys. That happens a lot where police say, stop messing with the family, stop messing with this mom. We've cleared her and there's no evidence. Move on. All right. All right, so let's keep going here. All right. And mods, do me a favor, keep an eye on chat because there's a lot of new people here today, and we don't we're nice with each other and we can agree to disagree. All right. So let's get going. Let's take a look at Stephan Sterns' new mugshot. Now, this came from Wesh. Now, most of the time my coverage is from Wesh. Wesh 2 in Florida direct so that we can get the first bit of information out there. Mama Sage, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate you so much. Miss Lady J, good to see you. Keep digging in, talking to Stephan Sterns, and help arrest Jen Sodto. That's what I love to see. All right. So thank you. Chrissy says, thank you, Nat, for gifting that membership. Appreciate it. I don't know why they're having me send this, but there you go. If you're looking for StreamYard there, I have a link you can check out and get a discount from me, both of us. So there you go. I know there's a lot of creators that ask me or new creators asking which platform to use to stream. And for me, it's StreamYard. All right. Thank you. Hello there. And Jolie DJ says, I love this channel. I love the way you deliver content. I don't listen to the others, and you're doing a fantastic job. Well, I appreciate you, and I appreciate people listening to others just as perspective, and then we can always go over it. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Don't make the guilty of crime play for me. All right, so let's take a look at this from Wesh 2 News. That's a source here. You guys should definitely go sign up for Wesh 2 because they come out the fastest with the most amount of news. Now, right now, I know there's a lot of breaking news, shooters, etc., etc. But thank you, you're here with me today, Jay the Italian Cook. So it's like hanging out with a friend. Oh, I was going to tell you guys. I know that you guys just got here in chat, but tomorrow I'm going to be streaming at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a live stream about the devil himself, Maxwell Anderson, and we're going to go over so I can wrap up the Sade Robinson case. And I'd love for you guys to come hang out with me as a friend on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock mine, and talk about that case and anything else you guys want to do. Just hang out. I don't normally come on the weekend, and I don't normally come on the weekend at 9 o'clock. All right. So do me a favor, try to come on over and hang out with Guilty of Crime tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, there we go.